I'm Carson.
And I'm Jack.
And this is
Dweeb Wars!
Every week, we help a nerdy expert solve one of life's greatest dweeby mysteries.
Whoever wins the most debates by the end of the season becomes the
Head Dweeb in charge!
Today's debate.
I would like to
never
request
really-
a Survivor Fashion Soul Ball debate.
Okay.
We got you covered.
We are going to help you out.
Yeah.
Listen to this.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Hey everyone, and welcome to Dweeb Wars!
Welcome to Dweeb Wars!
Wow.
Hey!
Wow, costumes.
Now, Jack is wearing a little bandeau that is a buff.
Yep.
And I am dressed as a fashionable torch.
Yeah, and you are. The rubber gloves, I'm dead.
The rubber gloves are amazing,
The
though.
kitchen gloves.
I was like, when I saw red gloves, I was like, wait, they're in theme.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
So-
the torch.
Obviously, we're talking about Survivor today.
We're talking about Survivor today, and we're imbuing it with a little bit of high fashion energy. This is the first episode since we've actually premiered. We have some episodes in the works, but this is the first episode since we've actually launched Dweeb Wars, and I'm just like, I want to talk about that for a second.
Yeah,
I feel so
absolutely. Wahoo!
excited and
Thank
you
everyone for watching.
Thank you guys so much. We've honestly received so much love.
Yeah,
It's been
no,
amazing.
It's been really awesome. I mean, y'all love penguins. Y'all
For
love gay
real.
video game characters. You're just
Also
like
animals.
us.
And I also want to say that maybe so what would really help us is if you guys give us 5-star reviews on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Yeah, so true.
And in fact, in your review, if you say a question that we could answer for our next episode, or a debate or a topic, I think that might be a good channel to get
Absolutely,
topics,
that's a
because
great
then
idea.
also we get a 5-star review, of course, which is really helpful for
Yeah.
us.
Super, super awesome. Yeah, please let us know what your interests are. We want to talk about it because we love to
Yes.
do little stupid presentations about
Yeah.
things.
You know what I was also thinking? I was thinking we should do, people have been saying, like, I don't even know what Club Penguin is, but I love this episode, things like that, But I do think it's maybe we should just do a brief explanation of some of the things that we're talking about. So today we're talking about Survivor. If you probably know what Survivor is. If you don't, no worries. It is a reality television competition show where people survive on an island. One by one, they get picked off.
I feel like it's like the most crazy social experiment ever made on TV.
For sure.
And we have seen so much about human nature shown on this show.
And nature.
And
nature.
oh my God, like the moments. We couldn't even begin
Oh
to talk
my
about all
God.
of them on here.
There was a New York Times article. Well, actually, I think maybe we should bring in our expert and then we should talk about this.
Welcome to Dweeb Wars.
Oh, thank you. I'm honored.
We are honored, seriously. I mean, DJ and I, so we were in a play together.
Mm-hmm.
We would watch Winners at War backstage during our play.
Oh my God.
And it was like the best. We were in like
Dreamy.
our robes.
That's dreamy.
Yes.
It was so awesome.
And the play was on Broadway.
The play was on
Broadway.
Broadway.
The Broadway play.
It was on Broadway.
Okay.
That's
Debut.
right. DJ is an amazing actor, an amazing person, an amazing fan of Survivor, and an
Yes,
amazing
yes.
fashion icon. Like
Yeah, I
DJ,
mean, look.
DJ makes his own clothes.
Oh,
What?
I do.
So
yeah, I do.
amazing.
I have done this.
He'd come in
Yeah.
like a jean jacket with like patches that he's like.
Pants.
Would you sew them?
So I do have a sewing machine. So my mom sews, and I'm the only. Well, my sisters probably shouldn't see this, but I'm the only Daughtry sibling who actually
Really sews.
Crystal knits. She knits and she crochets, but
Okay.
I'm the only one. I stole the sewing machine. I stole the brother.
No.
Yeah, it's in my home. It's in my
Whoa.
living room right now. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so you definitely fit the bill as the fashion maven of the group.
Hey.
No.
Something that we need help with, clearly.
No.
Wearing rubber gloves.
Yeah, wearing
Fashion
rubber
sees
gloves,
fashion.
cardboard,
Evening gloves.
and literally a headband around my waist, around my chest. Yeah, and you also fit the Survivor bill, I think,
Yeah.
which is great. You're a fan of Survivor,
Fan.
and you know some of the people who've been on Survivor.
Yeah. So I'm homies with Wendell. Bryson Wynn presents. I did their videography for a little bit, and when they started their Survivor watch parties,
Yes.
which are crazy, they're insane, so fun, so much
Yeah.
fun.
It's just so happens we're going to one tonight.
Yeah.
We are going to the finale party
Oh,
in
we
New
have
York
to
City.
selfie and send it to Wendell.
I know. Oh my
Yeah.
God, definitely.
Yeah, I love that.
From your opinion, Who has the best? What Survivor player has the best fashion outside of the game?
Oh,
Like, no, it's not a shade to anybody, but like, who are you? Like, yes, I love their fashion.
Well, I'm partial to Bryce and Wendell.
I
I
mean,
mean, like,
okay.
I feel like
Bryce pulls a look.
Yeah, he
Bryce?
does. Purple pants.
Bryce is
Purple
that.
pants.
Yes, purple
That's what I'm
pants.
saying.
He's not afraid of like a spike on the shoulder.
That's what I'm
or
saying.
something.
He
Yeah.
like takes risks, and they always work out, and they're always like formed to like the part. He can always party. He never like does too much where he can't like get down.
Restricted.
Yeah.
Like I am at the moment.
Come on. No,
I
no.
every episode I create something
Everything
that like,
you-
A prison.
restricts me.
Yeah.
Everything you lose in this, you gain so much more. See, I was also on the debate team in high school, so this you didn't know
Wait.
this about me.
So this is going to be a really interesting episode.
Yeah, I'll be a good factual. Let's get to it. You know.
This is our toxic heavy metal of the day. By the end of the day, DJ, you will award this to someone, and whoever wears this necklace by the end of the day is in the lead to become the head dweeb in charge for this first season of Dweeb Wars. So
Right
the
now we're
stakes
2
are really
for 2.
high.
Right now we're 2 for 2.
Yeah.
2 for 2.
And I'm gonna admit it.
The last one was a robbery.
The last one was a robbery. I won and I didn't deserve it.
It was a
But
robbery.
Okay.
Like Survivor, sometimes
It happens.
It happens. that
Sometimes
way.
it happens, and literally, the more we do it too, I'm like, you gotta pick yourself back up. You gotta
Yeah.
get into the next ring. You know, like
Yeah.
no hard feelings, no matter what. Because
No, don't feel sorry for yourself. Just get better.
for real, for real.
I
Yeah,
would like to
we never
request
really.
a Survivor Fashion Show Ball debate.
We can
Shocked.
provide it.
I'm shocked.
Okay.
I didn't think that
We
was
weren't
gonna happen.
expecting this.
Yeah.
Fashion on Survivor is such a beautiful thing, overlooked. Some might say even like
Well, I was gonna say there was a New York Times article a couple years ago about how the Survivor, what people are wearing, and how it affects the way that we view them and we view their gameplay.
For sure.
And like the woman who wore the Boy Scout uniform, when she would lie and things like that, like in other players we would be like, yes, oh my god, that's so
Yeah.
good, right? But because she's wearing this Boy Scout uniform, she like feels like she's like breaking like Scout's honor,
Yeah.
that she's like not living up to everyone's perception of who she should be, you know?
so. We're excited to analyze the fashion of Survivor for you here today.
Oh, I have a surprise for you guys.
What?
Hold this real fast. I have a surprise. What I've made to make it a little bit more fun as well, I have made us buff
Oh my
or
god!
snuff.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, in Survivor, a buff is a great thing. You're a part of a team. You're in the game,
Yeah.
and perhaps you're a buff. You're strong mentally, physically. Snuff, you're out of the
Emotionally.
game.
Okay,
Snuff,
out of the game.
snuff. This is wrong, right?
Shoot.
In a buff is an outfit you love.
Right. It's like
Um,
boom or doom.
Boom or doom, buff or snuff. Survivor Fashion Show House of Probst Spring Summer Icon Collection, darling.
Come on.
Category is Best Hat. One season that really stuck out to me because it was a season full of hats, completely full to the brim of hat. No pun intended. Full to the brim of hats. Survivor Africa. Look how many
All
people.
hats.
I didn't
Look,
think you were going.
All
okay.
hats.
look how many people are wearing hats there, right? I looked at this picture and I said, "What's on his hat?" Right? Big Tom is wearing a hat that just says beef.
Oh.
It is a hat fully with just the word beef
Oh,
on
you
it.
know your
Whoa,
audience because you
whoa,
know how
whoa.
I feel about beef.
Buff
You're
beef.
definitely getting a
beef
buff.
buff.
Thank you guys.
Come on.
But I do think I could probably buy this online or like in a store. I could see it. There was somebody else in the season that brought me something that I have never seen or even conceptualized, which is Diane wearing this. Now, Diane, this is a visor that is attached to a piece of fabric that covers her hair all the way at the back, and she looks exactly like this woman from Dune. An amazing visor hair wrap combo that I think is not only iconic, but is functional. So to me, this is my best hat.
Buff. Girl.
Of course, I'm gonna buff
sorry.
myself.
I'm sorry, but you ate this one up.
Yeah.
My choice for best hat might be one of my, frankly, my
Weakest?
weakest. You have spent 38 days on the island, known as being one of the most iconic, but also most hated people of all time. Big liar. Big hatred
Colton.
towards this person. No,
Oh, okay.
no, I'm setting the stage.
I know, but I'm guessing.
They ask you back second season, okay? You have to think to yourself, well, what am I going to do this time? Given all of this, all the hatred, what do people know me as? Do I lean into it? Do I try to avoid it? Do I make it a joke? Will lie for food.
Will lie for
This
food.
is Johnny Fairplay.
I don't remember this.
Who returned from Micronesia. Now, I want to continue the story by also saying this. He brought this hat. They lost immunity. He begged to go home. Merch sales? Is it a merch sales thing? Did he only come back to sell his hats?
Oh.
Is what I want to know. His fiance was pregnant. Okay? The hat sales, it was just...
He needed the money.
It was just for his child.
A ruse.
It was a ruse. This is what I think.
Buff.
That's
I'm gonna
definitely
give that a buff.
That's
Okay.
definitely buff.
That's interesting because it's an iconic hat, of course.
One episode appearance only.
It's
fleeting.
so singular, and it does have something to do with the gameplay. There's layers to this.
There's
hat.
layers to this.
This is actually a lot closer than I thought.
No, it is tough. You really talked yourself down, but this
Okay,
is
I've got to
great.
amp myself up.
Honestly, if it was this versus beef wins.
Oh, but
If it was this,
you didn't like
versus beef,
Diane.
I think the story behind the hat's life past.
Yeah,
You know,
right.
like
No.
good fashion stands the test of time, or
That's right.
the test of the balance book.
So do I win this one?
I think you do.
Oh my
Wow,
god. Okay,
1
well now
point
I'm
for-
unstoppable. I'm going to be
Yeah.
annoying the rest of the whole time. So
But if this is
Thank
your
you.
worst, Jack, I'm scared of you.
Uh-oh.
most unique makeup look, not including Sue from season 47 of Survivor.
Yes.
So I don't know if you've been watching season 47.
No.
She has been taking the ash from the fire and creating contour.
Yes, smoky eye. Yeah.
That is
That's
going to be a
buff.
buff
That's
for
Queen.
Sue.
That's my queen. However, we both agreed that we could not pick her because
Too much in the
Too
zeitgeist.
obvious,
We would have,
yeah.
yeah.
Carolyn.
Also a dirt.
Yes.
Okay.
Firstly, I want to be very clear. This is the premiere episode. So you might say,
been on
like,
the
she
island for
looks
one
like
day.
she's been on the island for 25 days. No, it's day one, less than a day. The mud lip liner. I don't know if you can see
Did
it,
she do
but
that?
it's not purposeful, I think, this time. But I still count. I still count like remnants of dirt, I think, as makeup in this situation, if you'll allow it. They did have a challenge in the mud. The under eye dirt concealer.
under
It's
eyes,
actually, instead
yeah.
of being a concealer that's light, it's like under eye dark concealer,
Yes,
which I think is really
interesting. Spooky.
spooky, but also like fashion forward,
Yeah.
unique.
Oh, yeah, interesting.
Eyeliners giving Miley on the red carpet to
That's
me. You know
right.
the
Oh my
Miley
God, that meme.
Cyrus, this one.
Here's the thing, Jack. For me, the look is a buff.
Uh-oh.
As most unique makeup look, I'm going to have to give it a snuff. To me, that involves intentional placement. And I do believe what I've brought has intentionality to it.
Well, let's see it.
Let's see it.
One season they were given war paint to do themselves. Sophie in
No.
South Pacific. She gives herself a beard, a mustache, and dark eyebrows to look like a man. She has a Wi-Fi symbol on her forehead. Two devil horns. It caused such a stir that there was a conspiracy that when Sebastian came from Ghost Islands, that he was Sophie in a beard. Look at the comparison between these two. The thick eyebrow, the long hair, the beard, the goatee. I'm gonna have to be
I'm
giving
gonna
myself
have
a
to
buff.
buff that.
That's
I mean,
a
that
buff.
might be the
That's a
biggest
buff.
buff of,
I mean,
the
the
night.
the
girl,
Wi-Fi
girl,
signal.
that was a slaughter. I feel like this is what conservatives think will happen if you vaccinate your children as you become a human 5G tower
Gender fluid. A gender fluid
5G
Wi-Fi tower.
with devil horns.
Yeah. We have a category in this. It's called Surprise Surprise. I did so much research staying up till the sunrise that I ran out of time. Surprise Surprise is my last category, and it is the one that I'm going to go first on because I know I'm probably going to lose anyway. The thing that surprised me the most when I was looking and doing my research was anything that this legend wore. Mariah is the Rainbow Queen.
Yes.
Gone far too soon, first out. She had a rainbow jumper. She had a rainbow dress. She had rainbow hair. To me, Mariah represents surprise. Just her presence on this beach. It feels as though that she's not supposed to be in Fiji. She's it's
Over Fiji.
she's supposed to be
Right.
over
Yeah.
Fiji.
Right.
Yes,
Yeah.
she's come down to earth and graced us with this rainbow. And of course, it brings me so much joy. It brings me so much happiness.
Like that in real
Wow.
life too. Very
That's
sweet,
beautiful.
very lovely.
That's very
Oh, is
beautiful.
she?
Yeah. She
Oh,
you know her.
We met.
I'm sure she is. I
Yeah.
mean,
Rainbow.
Look at
She's
the
a ray of
rainbow.
sunshine.
oh my God, rainbow on the toe.
Uh-oh.
Rainbow on the toe.
Wait.
Rainbow on the
Oh.
toe, you guys.
I want to take you guys somewhere totally different.
Please, please.
I want to take you somewhere where when I saw
We've never
what
been
I
before.
saw, I was reminded of misfortune. I felt my own adulthood in a way, my own maturity being stripped from me and pried away from my own body and brain.
Uh-oh.
Blink,
Because
blink.
when I saw what I saw, when I was surprised at what I saw, it made me ashamed for what my first thought was. Surprise! The cock and balls immunity necklace from Millennials versus Gen X.
Buff. Buff.
Now, girl,
Buff.
what the hell? How did production let this happen? To me? To me?
And it's a bralette almost.
Balls, large schlong in the middle
my
between
God.
the two.
This is so far from a stuff.
And yeah,
a
it's
buff.
so deep plunging. It doesn't even really fit. I don't think it would fit on anyone.
No.
Okay, so there's two, I think, like abalone shells maybe, or like
Oh my
mother of
God.
pearl. And then between them is a long
Tiki.
wooden tiki face
Tiki idol.
that is longer than,
Everything.
A teeny
Everything.
tiki.
yes.
Yeah.
Again, this is it's defying gender here. There's a cock and the balls, but there's also breasts.
It also makes him look like he's wearing his breasts.
breasts, and
Yeah.
the shells on top of the shells look like nipples.
I'm buffing myself.
That's
That's
gonna
a
have
double-
to be a
that's a triple
buff.
buff.
That's gonna have to be a buff.
That's team buff.
Yep.
I won that one.
Yes.
Okay.
Girl, you know that.
Yeah.
I just showed a picture of Mariah.
Sorry, Mariah.
I just showed a picture of Mariah.
Ponderosa glow up. It's so easy for the glow up to choose a woman, right? They slay way more.
Way more.
They
Oh my
slay
God,
way more. So I wanted to challenge myself to find a man who I thought was serving. And actually, when I remember the first time I saw them in this look, I gasped. This is Saul from this current season 47. He
Buff.
walked into Ponderosa shirtless with a vest, deep plunging, pecs out, dewy and wet, perfectly shiny. Are you kidding me? He is staring them down.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
mad,
Serious.
and he wants them to know he's mad
And sexy.
and sexy. So to me,
The best combo, ultimate combo.
yeah,
hot and
it
hot.
was important that I chose that.
I don't need to see before. This is good.
Yeah,
This is
I-
buff.
Well, but
This
here's what I will say.
This is buff.
Here's what I'll say. I always, and sorry I keep rebuttaling, buff because I think this is a sexy man. And he's buff. The thing about me is that I've always thought Saul was a sexy man on that beach and buff. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is an amazing look in Ponderosa, but in the game, he was amazing. To me, the Ponderosa glow up is about some sort of change, some sort of movement forward, right? Into something new, a new energy.
Well, let's see it.
I'll show you right now, and it might be unexpected to you. In fact, it will be completely... What?
Keep going.
I think it'll be completely unexpected to you guys because it actually is... I don't think it's somebody you know. It shows... I think
Australia or something?
UK.
Oh.
UK. Obviously, we have a ton of people who are looking crazy, never seen a mirror, right, on the island. Then they show up, they're, polished, they've got makeup on, But we have so many examples of that. I said, what's next level for me? What is a level of Ponderosa becoming something during the jury that then, again, has ripples, has effects past just looking good. The first member of the jury on season 1 of UK Survivor.
Okay.
He comes in in this T-shirt that says 1429. He's leaning back so that the players really see this shirt. It was so surprising.
Eagle.
He made this shirt in that time, and people were like, "What is he trying to say?" He knew Peter, another player who was playing the game, had a Bible as his luxury item in the island. He goes to 1429, looks up the Bible verse, and it talks about Peter walking on water. Across water in the Bible. The very next reward was about walking on water over planks, and Peter took it as a sign, won that challenge, won the reward. Was it Andy letting Peter know that back at Ponderosa, back talking to production, he knew what challenge was next and he wanted his friend to succeed?
Whoa, a cheating scandal.
To me, this is a glow up that involves, I'm still in the game, baby. I am not only a member of the jury now, I am affecting the game by the outfit I am wearing on that jury.
You said he made that?
He made that. 1429.
See, that would have won surprise. That would have won surprise.
But where's the sexiness?
So,
but it does glow up, does it have to be about sexiness?
This is tough because I love the meta. I love the game outside and inside the game. But I have to be strict. And I looked up the promo photo.
And he looks exactly the same.
He
looks way better.
Yeah.
DJ, I have something to come clean about. This was my surprise category. Until I felt like the Ponderosa glow-ups weren't hitting. So I was like, this is Ponderosa. I'm going to change it to Ponderosa.
But we can't take that
But we can't take it back. We can't take it back.
So I won.
Team
Snuff.
Buff.
Oh my God.
It's a snuff.
Your conspiracy, finding this though is amazing.
I did a lot of research.
No, that is not a snuff. That is,
it's a
amazing.
buff.
It's
but
a
in
buff.
the category, it's a snuff.
And where's the sexiness? Yeah, where's the sexiness?
Oh, I want to give you like a half win for that.
Oh.
Like a mini.
I'm not against it.
Okay. So instead of a W,
I doubt
he's
going to get a 0.5 win as well. so
all right.
it might not do anything for me, but
yeah,
I will for sure take it.
3 dubs, 1 dub, and a V.
The category is Best Challenge Pose.
Best pose.
There were a couple that I was playing around with. My runner-up is these 2 girls, one of them, Sugar, who I love, gasping at a medical evacuation, and this guy smiling is so
Dirty.
diabolical.
Oh, this is
Scary.
chaos.
It's so diabolical. However, the thing is that I think I actually don't believe that it is one pose, right? It's a movement, it's an action, it's a video, really. It's a GIF, right? A GIF, or however you pronounce it. Okay. So I said, this can't be it, even though I love this moment. To me, my best pose, something that also felt diabolical to me. This moment of Rob choking Clay in the attack zone is so expressive. I can hear him, if you haven't seen this season, you can hear Clay in this photo. Clay, he does this like sort of like as he gets thrown into the water by Rob, who is like one of the biggest villains of all time. First of all, this is against rules. He's choking this man. Yeah. Second of all, he's in the attack zone. Yeah. So he's breaking the rules. He's going into a zone to choke this man. It is so insane. It brings out so many emotions in me. To me, this is a picture worth a million words.
This looks like war photography.
I don't want to kill the momentum, but I was afraid we were going to have another Beefgate of the second.
I know. But think about the GIF.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a pose. It's not a photo. You know?
Another Beefgate.
It's a lot of photos.
Well,
no,
right.
Yeah. I submitted an episode.
So,
I submit a claymation version of an episode.
Okay. Mine may not be as dark, okay? Mine's a moment of joy.
Ooh.
I want everyone to reclaim their joy in this moment.
Okay.
I want everyone to think about also the saying, lightning never strikes twice. In this moment, I believe this survivor proved an entire saying that people use in life beyond the game wrong. Michelle Fitzgerald. Double
Michelle.
kick.
Wow.
First, in her first season in Cow Wrong, she won this individual immunity challenge where she had to stack a bunch of blocks on top of each other with rings to create a triple-tiered tower. She won. She kicks down the tower, okay? This is the season she won, right?
Uh-huh.
I think this is a big moment that secured her the win, in fact, as well. People stopped seeing her as a goat and as an actual competitor. She comes back for Winners at War. She's in the top 6 at this point. She's last place in the challenge, super far behind. Jeff says out loud, I won't show the video because I know it's unfair, it would be a massive comeback for Michelle to get back in this. Not even to win, just to get back in this. And guess what?
She wins.
She wins and she kicks it again. Lightning does strike twice when you're in a pickle and you need to win. It took her all the way to the end. She made it to the finals again. One of the only people in Survivor for history who've made it to the end twice and never been voted out.
This is hard. I like the darkness. I do. I really like the darkness. I love the darkness, in fact. I don't love the violence, but I love the darkness. These challenges, when you're so far behind that Jeff is like, he's not joking, but he's basically joking. Like
He's pestering you.
Yeah, you're not going to. And the triumphant nature that comes from that feeling, like watching it as a viewer, it's unparalleled.
So
May I have a rebuttal?
So you may. I haven't made my decision yet, though.
I think here's the thing. I think this is a fantastic pose. For me, the thing is that the pose is indicative of this great joy that we experience in so many different ways. I could have told, and what's really moving about this is the story behind it, right? That Michelle coming back, and what we're really attaching to is the story here. And I could show Michelle looking at the ocean. I could show Michelle in so many different types of poses using that same narrative, because that is her narrative and it's a moving narrative. To me, the pose is probably the best. The kick is the best way to show that narrative, but it's not necessarily the thing itself that is drawing me in. It's the story. Now, the choke, the thing itself, the pose is the thing that is striking.
Torch is heating up. Would you like to rebut the rebut?
I would say it would be interesting maybe to me more if he choked someone twice.
Ooh.
She probably goes to bed at night remembering this pose and never thought she'd ever get the feeling to do it, or, the actual feeling of getting to do that again.
There are poses that keep you up at night, and there are poses that get you up in the morning.
Whoa.
Yes.
That's deep.
But I'm sadly going to have to go into that dark night.
It was
I really
it was
thought-
better. It was better.
I was
But
worried because I was like, the rebut could have.
Here-
You won in my book before the rebut, so I was like, I was
Oh,
going to let
really?
you talk yourself out of it.
Interesting.
Oh, be careful.
I really
Be
thought it was
careful.
slipping away from me. Jack, you're so good.
You're
The thing
so
about
good,
Jack
yeah.
Jack is amazing. We've talked about this in
Yeah.
other episodes. You are so
set the
amazing
scene.
at weaving a story. I mean, you're such a good debater.
Well-
why did I do this podcast? I'm just kidding.
Listen, it's just that I want to win.
No,
Yeah.
for real, for real.
I really want to win.
It's actually close. You're down by 1V.
I'm down by 1V. The next category is most creative found fashion.
Oh, I love this
This is the only one actually that I don't have a runner-up
Okay.
for.
one.
Wow.
Yes.
High praise.
Yes. Well,
The-
but the thing is that I would have a runner-up because immediately what comes into my mind is Sarah's fashion show. In Winners at War, she got a bunch of palm fronds. She ran a fashion show with a bunch of found objects, and I think that's amazing. But once again, I think when I'm looking at these categories, there's always an element. Maybe it was why surprise was so hard for me. There's always an element of surprise, right? What is different? What's new? What is a found fashion that isn't immediately what I think of, right? Coconuts, trees, things like, that you would think of found fashion. Rupert fashioning
Whoa.
a skirt out of somebody else's dress, to me, is an amazing moment of found fashion where his pants weren't working for
Oh my
him.
gosh, yeah, there it is.
His pants weren't working for him. She cut up her dress so that he could wear this skirt. It is this moment of, again, gender fluidity, and also getting in. He talks about it in the interview. He's like, now the women feel more comfortable with me. Everyone also feels as though like I'm less of a threat because I'm like willing to do it at the time very quote unquote silly things, right? Wear a dress, and also it was helping his gameplay. His thighs were chafing as like hell from these jeans. And to me, this is a moment of finding something and using it to your advantage, and it coming out with this iconic floral skirt moment.
Yeah. Now mine.
Oh, not the roll before.
No, I didn't.
What was it? What was
I didn't mean to
it?
do that.
Was it a nat 20?
Okay, so mine. The
Saga
of the power of fashion. Okay. Here we start with a tense showdown. Okay. We start with a game of rock, paper, scissors. Again, Carolyn, who we saw
your
before,
queen.
wins with paper and receives a lobster piece that she then fashions into a fascinator and places it as a headpiece. Now, it's not over there. This is only step one. This then inspires a completely new way of understanding the game of Survivor and of being who you are on the island. She then finds an antenna, also from a lobster, and adopts it as nail art.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Buff.
Look over there. She uses it. Not only is it attached to her body, it's an extension of her body, right? She's using it to point.
Oh my God.
She also uses it as a way to express herself through her hands, right? And to scratch herself. It literally is a part of her body.
Functional art.
Exactly.
Functional fashion.
And yeah, it really helps her embody the lobster, which is really important for her in this moment. And here's why. Just the episode before, she had been blindsided by her alliance members, Jam Jam and Carson. And first thing she got back, she was like, what the hell, guys? She was like, I can't trust anyone. She was like really, really emotional. And she adopted the armor and the persona of the lobster. I want to be one with the lobster, and I'm doing it. She then jumps into the ocean and swims. She adopts this shell that helps her get over. She like molts, right? The soft shell that she was wearing and creates a new skin for herself, which takes her all the way to the end.
It's like the tarot card of the lobster being led by the sun.
Yes, exactly.
And in tarot, there's a
Yes,
the sun has a lobster.
Yes.
Clear buff.
Yeah.
I love the psychology of what happens when players get blindsided. And it's like they have to do it, like scratching yourself with a lobster antennae. Like that, you had me at the scratch. You did.
That scratched something in me.
Yeah, that scratched the itch. Okay, so do I get that one?
Yes. Oh,
yes.
yes,
You
for
got
sure,
that
for
one.
sure.
You
Yes,
got
yes,
that
yes.
one.
Okay, I love it.
You're straight.
So what's the score at the moment?
It is 2.5 to 4.
Okay. Listen,
It's not over
it's
yet.
not over yet.
I think we should go Jeff's best.
Ooh.
So this is Jeff's best look. All right, open your eyes.
I have this in
Oh.
reference. It's not my choice,
Oh, okay.
but I have it as a third runner-up, which might say something.
Whoa, okay. So this is what I picked for Jeff's best. This was from his demo tape that he sent in to apply for the job of Survivor to be the host.
Makes
This
me want to cry.
I know. Look at this outfit. Low, deep plunging neckline. Amazing, unique pattern pants. And also during this moment in the background of the video, he is singing, or the music, staying alive, as he walks down the street in this cunty
In
outfit.
New York.
So to me, this was Jeff's best. The island looks, to me, they're not the same as this. So
There's one thing that could surpass that in my book, but we'll see. I'm open.
Okay,
I'm
there's
open.
one thing that could surpass it. I'm
One
hoping
thing,
I
yeah.
chose it.
and you know what it is.
This is the second runner-up. Jeff on Ellen showing his midriff with Ellen underwear. That's second runner-up.
Whoa. Okay.
It's an amazing moment. Jeff is looking sexy as hell in like a casual New York shirt. He's like never doing this kind of. And I think it's an amazing moment where he lifts up his shirt. Everyone goes, woo! Right? Like it's,
I can't tell how Ellen feels about it.
well,
well, she hates everyone.
I
right?
wonder.
I mean, she hates everyone.
but even that does not top for me, Jeff with bacon on 2.5 Men naked.
Oh.
Jeff was in 2.5 Men, nude, a plate of bacon in front of his junk, walking through the door. He, in an interview, said that he felt so liberated by this experience of being on 2.5 Men naked.
Do I want to look at all that? That's my only question. Do we always want to be looking at all that? Or do we leave something to the imagination?
Dealer's choice.
Do we leave something to the imagination as I'm in my
Do I want to be looking at all that?
buff top?
To me, I still think he is leaving something to the imagination, right? To me, I'm left wondering, how's the bacon?
That's not what I was wondering.
No, but I do think obviously he's covered in some sort of way.
Team Buff was so stunned by the photo that it has to go to Torch.
Thank you.
I understand. I
Yeah.
understand.
You weren't expecting that.
I really wasn't. And I don't know why I wasn't. What were you thinking? Was
I'm
the
not
one
going to
thing?
say I'm ashamed.
Oh.
No, it was not nearly as good as this.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh my God. Okay, so it's, what is it, 3.5 to 4?
3.5 to 4.
Oh my God. Wait,
After
this
2.5
is
Men.
Not good.
After 2.5 Men.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay.
Oh, it's close.
Oh no.
It is
It's close.
Category is dramatic
I was waiting
shoe.
for this one.
Let's talk about again. What does dramatic mean? What is a shoe? Right? Like what is
Yeah,
a
what
shoe?
is a shoe? What is a shoe?
What is a shoe? Something
Yeah.
you wear on your feet. What is dramatic? Dramatic means like shocking to me, right? Something that just yells at me, screams at me, begs for me to choose it. It's Parvati woven boots. Her woven Ugg boots with this bikini is so shocking to me. This knit, it's so wrong on this island to have these boots here. And of course it's worn by such an icon and with the bathing suit, it's so wrong. And yet look at her. She's shining. If that isn't a dramatic shoe, I don't know what is. Buff. You
I
could
mean
wear that
buff.
shoe as a buff.
Yeah, literally. The boot order from Winners at War. Okay? The boot order. The boot order.
Interesting. The way they go out. Okay,
Yes, how they got voted out.
interesting.
I would consider that a shoe. The boot, right? And we talk about it all the time. The first boot, the second boot, the third boot. These are all boots in Survivor. And I think that that the boots in Winners at War were extremely dramatic and traumatic in some ways. Of the first 9 boots, okay, 8 of them were all old school iconic players who nobody wanted to see go. Parvati, speaking of,
Parv, yeah.
Boston Rob,
Sandra.
Amber, Sandra, Ethan. Ethan had just recovered from cancer and they voted
Yeah.
him out. Hello? 8 of 9 of them, of the people from the first 20 seasons, were booted in a row. Now, I don't like to see that, okay? And I found that to be pretty dramatic. I wanted to see the older players slay. And so, yes, I would say the boot order from Winners at War is the most dramatic shoe.
Wow.
This is going to be the toughest thus far because I also feel like that sort of shifted the tone of the show. Like
Yes.
we went from like older, like I want to play the game to like sort of like I want to be liked and I want to be friendly.
Yeah.
I want to be cool.
I completely agree. I also think Parvati's knit boot did change the complete trajectory of the show. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Just the
You
mere
could make the
presence,
case.
the
You could
mere
make the
presence
case.
of that
The-
fabric on the island shook. I felt the,
nation.
reverberations.
The
yeah.
nation, yeah.
So I'm going to have to go with another half full. I'm sorry. I know
So
that
who's half and who's full? I'm half.
you're half.
Oh!
I'm sorry. I love the meta. Oh.
Wait,
Oh.
I'm stunned. I was counting my chickens were counted in a bad way.
Really? Oh my god.
Wait, what are we up to now?
It is 4 to 5.
And we have one
Do
category
we have one
left.
category left?
Yes.
Best promo look. The best promo look of all time is Debbie. In this lion print leotard bathing suit, screaming at me. It's almost as though she was wearing a green screen green leotard
Yeah,
and
it
somebody
makes-
put a stock image of a lion roaring at the screen. It is so insane. And if you know Deb, she throughout her entire season, she was saying she was a pilot. She was saying she was a rocket scientist. She was saying she was a golfer. She was saying it is so confusing. It's so part of her brand that this is so shocking. It's so amazing. She looks fantastic, and it's so her. This is the best promo look of all time.
Amanda Kimmel. I mean, girl.
It's amazing.
Okay, this look, hair over to one side, one arm up, serving slay. Look the face card, girl. Look at the face card, girl. And I'll say it again. Look at the face card.
No, I'm
girl.
looking at the face
Are
card.
You kidding? Like,
It don't
oh
decline.
my God. Goddess. And you know what is amazing? She's played 3 times, okay? Twice she was second runner-up. Third time she made it all the way to day 30-something. This is very indicative of how flirting, which is a bygone era, I think, of Survivor,
Right.
could take you so far in this game, and how they even did a whole season about it, right? Brains, Brawn, Beauty. Talk about beauty. They were looking for her.
Yes.
She was the blueprint. Now it's time to award the toxic heavy metal.
Toxic heavy metal of the episode.
Oh!
I
thought it was you.
I felt his.
My
I
elbow.
felt his
I thought it
elbow.
was
Oh my god!
thought it was you too.
I thought it was me. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Oh my God. Thank you, DJ.
Thank you.
Tell us, what was the final straw here for Amanda versus Debbie?
Yeah.
I don't know. My heart just answered.
Yeah.
My heart answered.
Yes. As it should.
Also, this was riding on the entire competition and the momentum of the boot.
Oh, wow.
The momentum of
wow.
the
Carried
boot. The
over.
lack of the story. Good tactics switch at the end.
And you know what? It just worked out that way. I didn't know it would be a lot. I didn't know. We didn't know what order it was going to be in.
Right.
Yeah.
It was fate.
It was fate.
Wow.
Matching. Well, I guess you guys were both matching, but a more intentional green on green.
Oh, true.
yeah. I
True.
mean, I do look like I'm on the island, although you do too.
Yeah. Wow. What? This has been an amazing.
Yeah.
I genuinely think
It was truly close. It was 1v.
it was so close.
It was 1v.
And I'm so proud of both of us.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Carson, just on
You as well.
taking it really seriously.
No, of course. DJ,
Thank you.
can we get a buff for DJ?
Yeah.
Oh.
Buff!
I'll take a buff.
No, you are so iconic. Ugh, you're the best ever. Thank
Yeah.
you for coming and judging the Survivor fashion show.
I love
Yeah.
judging.
Where can people find more of you if they're interested?
Yes.
Oh.
Anything to plug?
Oh.
Anything
Yeah.
to
Oh
Anything to
yeah,
plug?
can I plug?
Yeah.
Of
Oh my
course,
goodness, this is
plug
my first
away.
plugging.
Yes.
Oh my god! So I am in a show I shared with you earlier, BK Coffee Shop.
Yes.
Me
Oh
and my
God,
best
it's
friend
so
Pooja,
amazing.
and it's a comedy show, TikTok TV show, as we like to call it. It's going crazy right now, so please follow that. Bryson Wendell's, Bryson Wynn Present. They do Survivor Watch parties, and I would suggest you follow them and their podcast.
Yes.
It's really cool.
Work.
I would like to plug the audience. Like, love yourselves. Give
Oh,
yourself a
wow.
hug. Let's just
Yes.
take like 10
Yes.
seconds. Can we do like a 10-second like
Meditation
Give
on.
yourself
Yeah.
a toxic heavy
Give your
metal.
dad-
Yes. All right. Let's do a
Okay.
10-second
a
meditation on
10-second
that.
buff for you guys? Yeah.
Thanks, DJ.
Thank you for
Yeah.
that.
Ah.
And shout out Jeff.
You are always a shot of joy right when I need it.
Yeah.
I love ya.
I love you.
All right, like and subscribe for more crazy stuff.
Leave a 5-star review. We do this every Monday, so check out our YouTube channel and Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Also, our TikTok and everything else will be in the description below.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Mwah.
I'm gonna snuff ya.